Hey, BassGeek here, and every year at the Bassmaster Classic, companies drop a ton of new baits. And my fishing geeks, some of these baits are just size and color changes that they're making to the same baits, and others, they're just plain hype. So let me show you some baits that I picked up from one company that are already in my tackle box, and why they probably should be in yours too. All right, geeks, listen, before we get started on what I got, I do want to show you this. It's from the same company. It is a bi-monthly. You can subscribe. You can just buy them. You can buy the custom colors in the bank and creek bag. And if you fish from the bank or small creeks, small ponds, this is something that you want to check out. It comes with a lot of those finesse baits. Hey, if you're fishing BFS, this would be something that interests you also. This is the March and April bag. I'm late getting it out to you. They only do like 300, so I don't even know if you can get this right now, but be on the watch for the new one. I'm going to show you what's in this. You get a wacky rig tool. You get a killer little booyah blade bait. Little spinner bait. Man, this one comes with a ton of stuff. Get some bullet weights right there. Some legitimate bullet weights, and with tungsten getting harder and harder to get a hold of and more expensive, that might be what we're all going back to. Get a nice little swim jig right here. A couple of the Pro X hooks. Some pretty good hooks right there. Some of the Great Lakes ball heads, finesse ball heads. Again, another set of hooks. And they're hooking you up right here, and you get a little finesse jig from Great Lakes. That looks like it's in a 1/8. Man, that is a 1/8. That is super small. Check that out. Something all you geeks are going to love, especially if you're fishing the creeks, some Helgramites. And again, a lot of these colors are custom colors. You can only get them, they only make a few of them. You can only get them in the bag or on the Lorenet website. This is the Woolly Hog Crawl. That's in Mardi Gras. Oh, great worm right here. This would be incredible to use as a floating worm. It's the Yum Dinger. Love this color right here. Methylate. Never seen them make that color, methylate. Put a good heavy hook on that. That will make a great floating worm for the post spawn. And this is something different. This is literally a bank and creek brand. Didn't know they were even going to do that. It's called the Rally Grub in Blue Thunder. Killer looking little grub. Check that out. So pretty cool. They always give you a discount for your next purchase. You always get a cool little bag with it. And you always get a couple of cool little stickers. So Great Lakes came out with some new sizes in a very popular finesse swim bait. And this is the 3.25 in the finesse drop kick. This is Gizzard Shad, Watermelon Pearl. See that right there? I love the eyes in these. They come with a bunch. They come out with a bunch of new colors. Now we're going to get to the new baits for sure. Frosted Shad, Smelt, Shiner. I love their matte colors. This is matte 309. Clearwater I fish, those matte colors to me are incredible. And this is a new size, and they've run pretty much every color they make in it. Gotta have a fire crawl. AU. Green pumpkin shad. Got that green pumpkin back, a little bit of white, pearl white belly on that. Good old green pumpkin. Green pumpkin purple. You can see that purple flake in there. Goby. Pro Blue red pearl. Iridescent, one of my favorite colors. Very translucent when the water gets super clear. This is something I like to throw. Smoke clear purple. And you can see that smoky translucent with that purple flake in it. Perch. So Great Lakes has even come out with a new, even more finesse size drop minnow. Now it's kind of in the same colors that we just mentioned, so you'd see, and I'll show you a couple. This is perch. Right here, you can see how small it is, how soft they are. I'll show you one of my favorite colors right here, and that is, of course, the Pro Blue Red Pearl. So again, if you want to go super finesse, the 2.75. They've also dropped some of their new colors in that hover minnow, which is a really interesting little minnow. It is a 3.25 inch bait. Got a really wild profile to it. That belly concaves. It comes down wide. Pretty neat little bait though. All right, so here is a new bait from Yum. Jason Christie worked on this with Yum. It is a bait that's designed to work with a couple of the spinnerbaits that Booyah has out. And it's simple. It's a trailer. Now this color right here is just chartreuse. It's kind of a little translucent. Now, they've just reimagined this, you know, all you old school spinnerbait guys. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you this, but on the ends of these, there's actually a little kicker on here. So you're going to get some kick out of these as you're swimming them. Now, what's great is they're going to fit the standard spinnerbait size that Booyah has, and you can actually twist this off right here. I'm not going to tear it up, and it'll fit the covert size perfectly. Comes in some new sizes. Like I said, this is a brand new offering from Yum. Of course, we got good old white, blue, and chartreuse. Gotta have some of that, man. Be great on like bladed jigs too. And by the way, they're dropping everything in bone, and I'm excited about this. I'm going to show you something on that. This is a big deal for me. Pearl silver and JC special. Okay, so let's talk about the bone series. They're making this a permanent part. They've done so well. They're making a permanent part. They're going to be out there all the time. This is one of their spinner baits that I'm a big fan of. I don't use the Colorados a whole lot. I'm more of a willow leaf guy because I fish clear water. But I love this color, especially with what's getting ready to happen. It might be happening in your neck of the woods if you're down south, and that is the shad spawn. Man, these things are bad when that's going on. Come in a couple of different sizes. Now, we've done a video on these particular swim jigs, and I'm a big fan. They're so easy to skip. They are so easy to skip. So if you're around docks or near overhangs or something like that, no shad are spawning, this is a great color. Now, they've gone with some variations of this color, which again, I love this time of year. This is the traditional color that they'd run about this time of year. Again, making this a permanent staple in the color selection. And this is just good old bone. Now, they've added some highlight colors to these, and this is bone chartreuse. So I don't know if you can see that real well. That's a little bit better. Now, what's great, if you'll look at these colors, like the chartreuse doesn't just overrun the bone color. It's a little flat. It's almost like it's a little matte chartreuse in there. So yeah, it sticks out, but it's not going to overrun the bone color. This is bone pearl white. So again, you got a few little strands of this pearl white in there. This is my favorite. I'm going to definitely put this to use this year. This is gray ghost bone. So it's got a little bit of gray in there. I really like that. I think that's going to really mimic the shad in my area. I know it's kind of hard to see, but it's in there. It's just highlight colors. And another good one, and I'm a big fan of, this is Pink Ghost Bone. So I know you might not be able to see it real well again, but there's a little bit of highlight pink. It's just subtle. And I love that fish in clear water. I love subtle highlight colors. I think they just work so much better than just explosions of color when it comes to clear water. So they've expanded the bone color into pretty much every series that Yum makes. For example, here is the swimming dinger. They make them in a couple different sizes. You can see the paddle tails right there. Really good bait. A lot of different ways to fish that. Like it a lot. For you guys down in Florida, like to fish a speed worm, this is the thumping dinger. Again, in bone there. Nice little swim bait right here. Very subtle. Got a good tail action. This is the pulse. Again, love that bone. The 3.25 Yum chunk. Great on the back of that swim jig. Right there in bone. Now this is what I'm excited about, because these bone colors, even when I'm out there in open water scoping, I think it's going to be something that those bass just don't see a lot of this color. And it's kind of flat. It's not, I wouldn't call it matte. It's definitely not matte. It's got a little bit of shine to it. But this, I think, is a color that the bass are just going to react to. And it comes in all three sizes now. And this, of course, is the FF Sonar minnow. And they've got it in bone. That's the big boy right there. That is, as you can see, the 5-inch, the 4-inch, and the 3-inch. Those are immediately in the boat. Now, this was something I could not wait to set my eyes on when I was at the Bassmaster Classic. I knew these were coming out. Hadn't got to actually see them in person. And this is actually a collaboration between Scottsboro Tackle and Yum. And so this is something that I've been really looking forward to seeing and get my hands on. And there's definitely a couple of these going straight in the boat after this video. This is one of the colors right here. Now, they come in 3 different sizes. This color right here, by the way, is JC Natural. And this is the 5-inch. You can see it's got that green. It's got a little bit of a pearl accent to it. I know it doesn't come across in the camera very well. And that white belly. I'm just showing you the differences in size. This is the 4-inch. Now this version, I believe you're going to see that blue pearl right there in that one. Just a little bit better. That's the 4-inch. And of course, the 3-inch version. Super finessey little version right there. Good looking color though. Very natural, great looking color. Now what's great about these things, and we're just going to run through the colors now. You know, every single color comes in every single size, so you don't have to worry about not having the color that you want in one or not having the size and the color, and you know what I'm trying to say. So these things are also great as trailers. Say on spinnerbaits, chatterbaits, pretty much anything you can imagine. Scrounger heads, really good on that sort of stuff, and that's why they come in colors like this, black and blue. I'm not going to show you the color in every single size. I'm just going to share with you some of the colors that they come through. Probably going to show you the bigger size so it's easier to see the colors. This is Shadow Shad. Another color that will be going in the boat. This color is called Gold Rush. And what's great is these things actually make great soft jerk baits too. This is green pumpkin. Next up, Glacier Minnow. Got a little bit of a blue back there. Trying to get in the pack. You got to tear these to open them, so I don't want to open every single pack, guys. This is an interesting little color to me. This is called 10 Killer Gold. And again, they do come in all three colors. I'm just showing you the big ones to get a little better shot of the colors right now. This one is called Smooth. Makes me think of a Bullet Boys song. How many of you know what that is? This color is called Milkshaker. And hopefully it brings all the girls to the yard, if you know what I'm saying. Gotta have a sight, minnow. Two of my very favorite colors, especially in clear water, this one right here. This is Pro Green Pearl, and I never can get that right. It's a lot more translucent than it looks on here. And when you get around some gizzard shad, you better have a gizzard shad. All right, geeks, again, sorry about not being on the water, but all right, geeks, that is everything we picked up from Lornat. And you know what I love about Lornat and all the companies that are on that website is that they are extremely affordable. So for all of you all that are really concerned, and all of us are, about the prices of fishing going up around us all the time. Number one, I've got an incredible discount down there in the description of 15% off. And I don't know that anybody makes good baits as affordable as you're going to get off Lornat and some of the companies that they work with. I'm a huge fan. Now, speaking of affordable baits that are incredible and extremely well designed, listen, if you haven't seen the Ned Dinger video, man, this thing is going to surprise you, and I'm interested in knowing, did you know this about that bait? So make sure you go check that video out right here. Otherwise, questions, comments in the comment section below. Like it if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell, be part of the 100% Watch Squad. Helps us out, geeks. And as always, you geeks